A sibling's Eid, a story of forgiveness and love. The streets of the neighborhood buzzed with excitement as Eid-ul-Fitr morning arrived. The air was filled with the delicious aroma of sheer kurma and freshly baked sweets, blending with the laughter of children dressed in colorful new clothes. In one of the cozy homes, 10-year-old twins Hamza and Amina were supposed to be getting ready for the Eid prayer, but instead, there was tension between them. Amina sat on the edge of her bed, holding her pink Eid dress, which had a long tear at the hem. Tears welled up in her big brown eyes as she traced the damage with her fingers. "You ruined it, Hamza. I was so excited to wear this," she cried, her voice trembling with frustration. Hamza stood a few feet away, rubbing the back of his neck. "I didn't mean to, Amina," he mumbled. "I was just trying to get my soccer ball from under your bed. It got caught on something. You should have been careful." Amina's voice cracked. "Now, I have nothing special to wear for Eid." Their mother, who had been preparing breakfast, walked into the room upon hearing the argument. She sighed, looking at Amina's disappointed face and Hamza's guilty expression. "Hamza, I know it was an accident, but you should have told Amina sooner," their mother said gently. "Amina, sweetheart, you still have a beautiful blue dress from last year. Why don't you wear that?" Amina sniffled and reluctantly nodded. Though the blue dress was lovely, it wasn't the new one she had eagerly anticipated wearing. Hamza watched his sister's sadness and felt a pang of guilt. He wanted to fix things, but he didn't know how. Eid prayer and reflection. The family walked to the mosque for the special Eid prayer. The streets were alive with people greeting one another with smiles and warm embraces. Hamza and Amina walked side by side, but there was a noticeable silence between them. Inside the mosque, the siblings joined their father in the congregation. The imam's voice echoed through the hall as he delivered a sermon about forgiveness, kindness, and the importance of strengthening family bonds. Hamza listened intently, his heart growing heavier with each word. "Eid is a time of love, a time to mend broken relationships and forgive one another," the imam said. "Allah loves those who forgive and show mercy." Hamza stole a glance at Amina, who sat quietly with her hands clasped in her lap. He wanted to say something, to apologize properly, but he hesitated. What if she was still upset? After the prayer, families exchanged hugs and well wishes. Hamza watched as people smiled, embraced, and forgave each other for past misunderstandings. He took a deep breath, realizing he needed to do more than just say sorry. He needed to make things right. The market and the perfect gift. After they returned home, Hamza noticed Amina was still quiet. She helped their mother set the table and smiled when guests arrived, but he could tell she wasn't as happy as she usually was on Eid. Determined to cheer her up, Hamza ran to his room, grabbed his ID money, and rushed out the door. The Eid market was full of live children running around with balloons, families buying sweets, and vendors selling colorful scarves, jewelry, and toys. Hamza weaved through the crowd, scanning the stalls for something special. He remembered that Amina loved scarves, especially in shades of pink and gold. He stopped at a small shop displaying a variety of elegant scarves. One, in particular, caught his eye: a soft pink scarf with golden embroidery that shimmered in the sunlight. "How much for this one, uncle?" Hamza asked eagerly. The shopkeeper smiled. "For you, young man, only 10 rupees. Hamza handed over his ID money, feeling a rush of excitement. As he held the scarf in his hands, he imagined Amina's face lighting up when she saw it. Maybe this would make up for the ruined dress. With his heart pounding, he rushed back home, gripping the scarf tightly. The apology and forgiveness. "Amina," he said hesitantly. She turned to him but didn't say anything. "I know I messed up," Hamza admitted. "And I know I can't fix your dress, but I got you this." He handed her the pink and gold scarf. Amina's eyes widened in surprise as she took it in her hands, running her fingers over the delicate embroidery. "You got this for me?" she whispered. Hamza nodded. "I used my ID money. I wanted you to have something special for Eid." Amina stared at her brother for a moment before a smile slowly spread across her face. Without hesitation, she threw her arms around him in a tight hug. "Thank you, Hamza. I love it," she said. "I just wanted you to say sorry, and you did more than that." Their mother, who had been watching from the doorway, smiled warmly. "Now that's the true spirit of Eid," she said. "Forgiveness, love, and kindness." Hamza and Amina exchanged a look, knowing their bond was stronger than before. They had argued, but in the end, they had found a way to understand and appreciate each other more. The Eid celebration. As the sun set, the family joined the neighborhood in an evening Eid celebration. The streets were decorated with glowing lanterns, and laughter filled the air. Hamza and Amina carried a tray of sweets, sharing them with their friends and neighbors. "I have the best brother ever," Amina said playfully, nudging Hamza. Hamza grinned. "And I have the best sister." The day had started with tension, but it ended with love and laughter. Through a simple act of kindness, Hamza had learned that true happiness on Eid wasn't about gifts or new clothes, it was about making the people you love feel special. As the night filled with fireworks and joyful celebrations, the twins sat side by side, knowing this was an Eid they would never forget. I hope this beautiful brother-sister story filled your heart with love and warmth on this special day. Thank you for watching. Now don't forget to like and subscribe.